I don't want to get caught up in the shot.
Oh, you okay, baby? You know you don't really exist.
Yeah.
You're not for real. You're definitely in the video, just so you know.
Huh?
I say you're definitely in the video, just so you know. Hey
What?
y'all. I say you're definitely in the video, just so you know. All right. Hey y'all. Want to get on here early, like I told y'all. Get on TikTok too. Hold on. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all, yesterday was a good live. Shout out to Tori. Shout out to Tori and a couple other people that got DWA. Y'all had to get on early today because I have a lot going on. I have a couple of calls, a couple of mentee calls, and so I was like, we're gonna see what this morning time does. So if this is the first time you're seeing me, my name is Sierra Janae. I'm a wife and mom of two, and I always try to get on and show people how to make money online with digital products. I've been doing this for a little bit over a year. Y'all, sorry, I gotta get straight to the point today because I ain't got that much time. But I usually just try to get on here and just kind of show y'all what I do and the process of how you can make, basically $422 to be exact, to like about $1,000 a day with Done For You digital products. Again, I've been doing this since May of last year, and we're trying to sell my own digital products and everything like that. Baby, we're struggling with nobody buying my shit. Y'all already know the story. But going the Done For You route really, really has changed the game for me. So I'm gonna kind of quickly show y'all because I know y'all want to see DWA, but I also want to show y'all other avenues because there's definitely different ways. I always tell people like don't sleep on the low ticket items in general because maybe you can make a lot of money with that too as well. Okay, so if you have any questions, definitely put them in the chat. Um, if you if it's resonating, if it's hitting what I'm saying, like the video, share the video on TikTok. Y'all do me a favor, like and tap the screen. Y'all know I'm trying to be a TikTok girly one of these days. Okay, I'm gonna tap the screen too. Let's try to get it to 1K likes on here. And again, I'm gonna give y'all the thing. Let me share my screen. Let me see. But I hope everybody is doing well. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy. Can y'all believe it's about to be July next week? My birthday coming up. It's my birthday. But let me show y'all real quick, and I'm gonna flip the camera on. Thing. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Tap the screen for me. Let me see. Is that the baby? Oh. Okay, y'all. Let me hurry up. Okay, so like I personally am gonna always tell you, going the Done For You digital route can change the game for you. Again, I'm someone I know y'all probably hear it all the time where people are like, oh girl, you go on Canva, you go on ChatGPT and look up how to create your own digital product and all that, and that's cool. Hey Sabrina, how are you? I just opened my eyes here. Good morning. Girl, I gotta get on here early. I told y'all I gotta get on here early. Look, these next couple of days, because I got so much to do. We got our call this evening, Sabrina. I remember, sis. And I have a whole bunch of calls with people today. So I was like, look, I was supposed to get on here earlier, but I've been, baby, did you already leave? Oh, I was supposed to be on here earlier, but, child, I was out walking with back. So hey, girl, but, let me share my screen. Okay, no facts. Make sure y'all can see me on YouTube real quick. And I'm going to just quickly share. Put y'all on game real quick because I'm telling you, y'all, there's no excuse in 2025 to be broke. If you have a phone and Wi-Fi, I'm telling you, the Done For You digital route is the way to go. So this program here literally teaches you all high income skills, all digital product skills, A through Z, right? But you can take the skills, decide if you want to create your own shit, you can create your own shit. But if you don't want to do that and do the lazy girl route, kind of like what I did and what I do, is I just sell this product to people because it literally is one-stop shop. It's everything that a person needs, whether they have a physical business, whether they're trying to start a business, or whether they're trying to scale their current business. This program is going to give you every single thing that you need. So it comes in multiple languages: Spanish, French, Italian, Dutch, German, maybe over like 8 different languages, right? And again, you can resell it. So every time you sell it, I know people like to talk numbers and how much it costs. The program's $497. When I bought it on a pin plan, paid my little $125. But as I was learning the skills to launch my business and me being a complete beginner, not knowing what I'm doing, I was able to start making money as I'm paying this program off. So that's the really cool thing about it, and why so many people, I personally say, should start this route. There's nothing wrong with coming out the gate with creating your own product. But if you look, it's 120,000 people in here. When I got in here, it was only 42,000 people that had this program. So as you can see, in a year's time, it's literally then grew 3 times the amount, and it's still growing. And the fact that right now 403 people are online working on their business, like that alone should tell you something. Before we hop into the training, I always love showing people the testimonies, because I can tell y'all all day of how this program has personally changed my life. But baby, don't take my word for it. Look at what Deborah just said. She said, I made over 3K today already. How much did you make today? Okay, call us out. Let's see in the comments, and I love that, that accountability, the fact that you're a part of a community that, like, motherfuckers is saying, hey, I'm getting this money. What are you doing? And she was saying, without running ads, without going viral. And that's the biggest misconception that people have when it comes to done for you digital products. They think that you have to have this large following. They think that you have to have, essentially clout. Regular people, I've helped people 16 all the way up to the age of 67 start their business and literally promote a product that they did not have to create. They did not have to think of the idea. They didn't have to brainstorm. They had to do none of that. They literally just take it and promote it. And, a lot of people ask me, well, how do I promote it? I'm not, super techie or tech savvy or anything like that. Literally being yourself. If you're going out to eat with your husband or something like that, that's a piece of content, and you're talking about a program. If you're going on vacation, if you ain't got nothing aesthetically going on, you can literally, I film personally my everyday moments around the house. I don't film if I go somewhere out of town or anything like that, because I want to enjoy myself. But when it comes, hey, good morning, sis. Hey, Shawan, girl. I told you I was getting on early. I'm trying, sis. But no, I film my everyday moments, and because I personally, as a coach and a mentor, I be wanting people to see, like, girl, there is no aesthetic. Like, I run into so many people. They're like, girl, I live in New York and it's a little rough out here, and I don't live. Baby, you better film yourself when you're on the subway. What the hell? Like, people, the content just needs to be eye catching, y'all. Rather that's, girl, ooh, it's 6:23. Rather that's, what I'm saying, like, it's easy on the eyes. It don't have to be necessarily aesthetically pleasing. You don't have to live in a mansion or anything like that. That doesn't matter. You can go outside, film your content, and promote this product to help people learn these high income skills so they can launch and create a business. If you do not learn how to create money in your motherfucking sleep, bitch, you gonna work till you die. And I don't know about you. I ain't trying to work till I die. I was talking about this yesterday. Like, they just raised the Social Security. They just pushed that shit back to 67. Like, bro, I'm not trying to work forever. And this is a great way to create passive income. And when you start making money, then you can start investing in other things. You can get you an Airbnb. You can start a Turo business. You can start a vending machine. But this is a great, I personally think, stepping stone into kind of just getting out of living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Always depending on that. Like I told you, my husband was working 2 full-time jobs, and he was killing himself. He was working 20 hours a day. And it had me feeling like I was a single mom raising my kids by myself. And I was like, bro, I got to figure out a way to supplement our income. I got to, and also just really being a wife and wanting to give back and support him, which is why I was like, okay. And I tried UGC. I was excited. I was working with brands. I was getting free shit. But I was like, I'm still doing a lot of work and I'm not getting paid. And so that's why I invested in this program. And I'm so glad that I did, because it really, really has changed the game for me. But I like to always be honest and tell y'all the truth. You give what you get. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you're not showing up in your business, you're not getting on live, you're not creating content, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not I just bought DWA, so it's just to happen for me. Nah, you got to definitely show up. You got to have conversations and basically put yourself out there. But you can do this faceless. I started completely faceless, where didn't nobody know who I was. I had a whole bunch of white women on my page. And y'all, that's how I started making money. And if I can do that, so can you. Let me see. What does this one say? Wow, congratulations to me. 5 DWAs, $497 plus 5 freebie courses. Ask me. I like reading people's strategies and what they be putting in here. Hello, everyone. This is my business community, and I have made $4,500 sales through my Beacon store and the new strategy I implemented. And y'all, and people be giving you straight up, hey, y'all, good morning. People be giving you their strategies and their systems of what's using and what's working for them. That's the really cool and fun thing about it. Like, again, I tell people this all the time. I have students that I've worked with where, like, they strictly get all of their sales from lives. Like, yeah, they post content here and there, maybe some carousels here and there, but it all depends. I know some people, they don't never get on live and they just post their content. It's all about how you getting comfortable in that energy. And this is why I'm always talking about like energy and how you show up online, because people can feel it. And that's what builds trust. It makes people essentially want to buy something from you. But when it comes to a program like Digital Wealth Academy, and again, this is when people are like, well, I don't want to come off salesy, or I don't want to, do all that. Well, only time you would come off salesy is if you don't believe in what you're talking about. The reason why I show up every day and I get on live like how I do is because I know this motherfucker really do work. I know this program has made millionaires. Obviously, this is why I go through testimonies and share y'all, tell y'all about my story all day long. But I want y'all to see that there's other people inside of here winning. Black women, white women, Chinese women, men, young, old. Anybody can do this, but it definitely always starts with your mindset and really feeling like you can do this in the first place. Okay. What she say? What is the VR? My first VR that went over 10K. I don't know what she's saying right there. She might be from England, but she said, just had my first VR that went over 10K. I was ecstatic and going to celebrate with. Okay, girl. What? Let me read some more. I think I shared this one yesterday. Miranda shared that. As a stay-at-home mom, 16 weeks ago, I started my journey with fear, but I was more scared of staying stuck and not accomplishing my own dreams. No experience, not tech savvy at all. Now making my own digital products. Even got my own bundle for DWA. I just hit over 20K on my stand store, not counting beacons. Over 35K in total in 16 weeks. Y'all, these are real people. This is a stay-at-home mom. And this is why digital products is really changing the game, and it's such a trending industry. Thank you, Tori. I can't wait to see Tori's testimony. Okay. But y'all, again, these are just some of the testimonies. This person said I earned $6,000 with just one simple strategy. She's giving you her strategy, y'all, real people. And this is a plug and play system. Y'all, all I do, I promise you, every single day is I get on here and I read, I share the testimonies. I'm gonna share it inside of the course, the things that you're gonna learn inside of here. And again, for the price of this program, I would easily pay over $5,000. Now granted, when I first got into this, my mindset was a little fucked up. And I used to think $497 was a lot of money, but you got to spend money to make money. And that's where that disconnect comes in with people that have money and people that don't. I'm willing to pay for something of value if it's going to save me time, if it's going to help me reach my goal a lot sooner. And that's where a lot of us get held back because we like, oh no, $500, girl, that's a lot of money. Well, bitch, if you want to make six figures, what is $500? And so it's really important to, really think about that and realize that, what I'm saying? If you in a situation right now where you're living paycheck to paycheck or the money ain't hitting, again, how can I get myself to the next level? Risk takers are money makers. And if you want to make some money, baby, you got to take a risk. Okay. But you got to also believe that it's going to work. When I downloaded this program and I knew that I was going to take this serious, I had invested in other programs. I've spent money on other things, but at the same time, my mindset was fucked up where I was just like, okay, they said it was going to work, but I wasn't willing to put in the work. When I downloaded DWA, y'all, I was like, okay, bitch, this got to work. Failure is not an option. Until I get a sale, I'm not quitting. And then the moment I got that first sale, I was like, damn, okay. Then I'm hitting babe up. Damn, I got another sale. Damn, I got 3 sales in one day. Like, mind blowing. And I was like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm literally sitting here being myself. And if I can do this, y'all, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You can do it too. I'm going to quickly just kind of hop into the classroom and kind of show y'all. And again, if y'all have questions, let me know. And I will. Y'all, thank y'all so much for being on here this morning. Y'all, let's try to get it to 1K. Okay, we at 1K. Let's try to get it to 5K. 5K, y'all. So inside, everything is video instruction. Like I said, if this is the first time you kind of seeing me, I always try to get on here and just show you, what your $497 is going to buy. Because one thing about it, baby, look. What am I spending my money on? And I can get it for $125 today and start learning these skills. You'll have full access to it. There's no upselling inside of this program. Once you're in it, you have lifetime access. We also have events, like we have an event that's going on in Miami in August. So that's really, really cool where you can network and meet like-minded individuals, you know what I'm saying, and bounce ideas off of each other. I'm excited about that. I can't wait for that to happen. Inside of here, they have mindset training. Everything is video instruction. It really helps you break things down. I personally like to take notes. I make this a part of my morning routine where I'll go in and I'll listen because I ain't trying to listen to my cousin or somebody that ain't making no money. I want to hear from people that are really making 7, 8 figures. That's who I'm trying to learn from. And inside of this course, the people that's teaching the shit, that's what they make. You know what I'm saying? And so this is Richard, who's one of the co-creators, and he's in here giving you his real strategy, shit that he uses to make 100K months, 20K, 30K, 40K months. This is what you have access to on top of always having access to this lifetime training, there's master classes on a weekly basis. So you literally can learn from the people that are putting together the information, that have put together the information inside of this program, and even ask them questions on the back end. Like we usually have them on like Wednesdays and Thursdays. But again, this is just one module and all of the information inside of here. Thank y'all for the give. All of the information inside here is literally organized and structured for you. And that's the biggest thing that a lot of people be sleeping on. Like a lot of people like, well, I can look up this information on YouTube and this and that, or I could Google it, but it would take you forever. And by the time you put all this information together, your mind is going to damn near have been, it's going to explode because it's information overload. So the fact that everything is kind of in one place where you need it, if you have a, if you're struggling with mindset or you're struggling with a scarcity mindset, boom, you can go in the mindset module. If you don't know the basic understanding of what digital marketing is, it's not that deep, but a lot of people don't be understanding. They have a module for that. This digital product crash course, definitely a really good module to go through. Everything in here is really, really good. But I always tell like my students, when you first get inside of DWA, girl, go into this one right here. This 22-minute little video that Richard did, and he's literally talking about how to go from 0 to 10K. A lot of people, the question that I get all the time, girl, what do I talk about if I ain't never got no sales or whatever like that? How am I going to show up online? He literally gives you structure and what to say. And then on top of all of that, one thing that is in here now that wasn't in here when I got started, I always try to show it. Inside of the Start Here module, there's a wealth bot. So you literally have a ChatGPT bot, essentially, where you can navigate this whole program. So there's really no excuse of saying, oh, I'm overwhelmed or it's too much information or I don't know where to start. Baby, you have the tools and skills for you to succeed, but you just got to go through there and actually ask the questions. And like I said, that shit wasn't in here when I got started, okay? So the fact that that's in there is really a game changer when it comes to, I think, DWA. But over 50 plus modules of really good information that you need that's going to help you and set you up for success. You have this foundation module here that literally breaks it down of understanding your why. I know when people hear the word niche, they get a little in their feelings, but really not even the niche effect, but understanding your brand and how to build a brand online that will make people trust you and want to obviously spend their money with you, stuff like that. Understanding who your target audience is. I know when people hear these type of, terminologies and wording and all that, they get like in their feelings like, oh my God, girl, I don't know. Like, what, girl, who do you feel comfortable talking to? I personally, I'm a millennial mom for 90% of the time. Most of my audience are moms. I have people that are a little bit older than me sometimes, but for the most part, usually I'm talking to moms, and that's who my audience has been. But again, I didn't overthink it. Like, well, I want to talk to, she has to be 35. Like, you got to get out of your head and doing that. Who do you feel the most comfortable with talking to? Because that's what's going to get people to open up with you. That's what's going to get people to ask questions and convert and everything like that. And they talk about that inside of this module. You have the V theory. And again, that's just like bringing everything together, tying it together. But the way Sis breaks this module down really helps you understand like your foundation. Because again, these are those things that I notice. And again, with helping people at this point, like why they be overthinking. And I ain't gonna lie, I used to be one of them. I used to overthink a lot of this shit too. And be like, oh, I don't know. Hey, y'all, welcome in. Thank you, sis. But yeah, I know y'all, it's early, ain't it? They also have the, if I didn't mention, DWA is affiliate, so it's 85% commission. So again, the program's $497. After the commission, fee and everything like that comes out, I walk away with $422. So just selling 2 of these a day is $844. And that's how easy it is. Again, I didn't think of this program. I didn't have to come up with the idea. I didn't have to stress myself out. All I do is get online, share it, share the skills that you're going to learn. And this is how I make this type of money, y'all, like straight up. They talk about pre-launch and how to build curiosity when it comes to launching anything. It doesn't have to be just this program. It could be something that you're working on. I had a guy that I was working with where he was creating like CDL training or whatever like that to show people how to get like their CDL license, how to pass the CDL things and stuff like that. But he pre-launched it and talked about it 30 days prior, and it built up, like people started signing up on his email list and things. These are the type of things that they teach you in here. One thing that I personally did not know, I thought if your product was amazing, you could just pop up on the scene and motherfuckers buy it, but it doesn't work like that. And there is kind of essentially I don't want to say science, but in a way, a science behind it of how you can have a successful launch of anything that you're trying to do or promote online, in person, whatever you want to call it. They show you how to set up your store. So as far as you hosting and selling a digital product, whether it be Digital Wealth Academy or something that you decide to create on your own, or maybe a PLR product that you decide you want to buy, they show you how to set it up, how to upload it to the website. I personally am a Stand Store girly, but they do have other options. I always tell people when you get started, girl, just start with Beacons because it's free and it's pretty for the most part. Pretty beginner friendly, but again, if you are a little bit lost, maybe they got a module here to show you how to set all that shit up, so you really have no excuse. On top of that, they have things where they talk branding. I love this module because again, when I used to think of branding, I thought it strictly was just aesthetic, a color, but branding comes down to how you talk, your message, how people perceive you online. Talk about that in there. Attraction marketing, how to sell in your stories, and again, y'all, these are all video instruction. We love a good video instruction, baby. Okay, that's what I'm building up to. Okay, building up to what, Shawan? My bad. Let me go back to YouTube too. Okay, nobody said nothing. But yeah, they talk about like utilizing Q&As and things like that. Y'all didn't kind of fell off on my Q&A. I'm getting back on it. But like doing these things and showing up consistently. I know what it's like. Trust me, in the beginning, when you are trying to like go hard, you're excited about your business and it feels like it's crickets. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, people A will go back and watch your old shit, or B, people do be watching. You just have to again show up consistently. And I always try to reiterate this to y'all, my audience in general. Like, people really will sit back in the cut just to see how consistent are you going to be. You know, is she really gonna, not just to pop up with my offer? Yeah, Shawan, when you get on live, girl, you gotta. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. You gotta warm up a little bit. You ain't gotta get straight into it now. Today, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I got straight into it today. I ain't got no stories for y'all today other than shit. I got a lot I gotta get done today. So I just, as always, just try to get on here and share. But y'all, this is consistently. Look, baby in the background. Baby in the background. Y'all, this is all that I be doing. I'm serious. And like, I'm reading what's on the screen, y'all. And this is how I make money. And this is what I be trying to say. Like, I don't care if you old. I don't care if you young. I don't care if you black, white. It don't matter. This is all I do. And it allows me to make money. And now, granted, I'm confident in what I'm talking about because I know that this program ain't no BS. So I'm telling you, sis, when you start, and I know you've had it for a little time, but I'm like, once you start truly believing in this program, it's going to be so easy for you to show up, get on live, create your content or whatever, because it's like, no, it really does work. And I know for some people, again, if you're in that stage of, well, I haven't got a sale yet or anything like that, but think about your transformation of where you started. Remember when you was, I don't want to say a non-believer, but what made you invest? Okay, remember that day one of you investing? Where are you at now today? What information have you learned? That's worth sharing and showing to people like, okay, no, I ain't got my first sale yet, but bitch, I know it's coming. It is coming. So these are the type of things that, again, I like to share with y'all in my journey. At this point, I'm like, I can kind of do this in my sleep, because when I say I be up in here, I be up in here. I go through DW. I'm telling y'all, at least one, if it's a master class or something, because I really do believe in this program. It really changed my life. It's still changing my life. And just the things that I'm learning, the people that I've met, the opportunities that I've gotten from just taking that leap, y'all. I was terrified. I didn't want to spend that $497. You're confident for sure. Thank you, Shawan. I'm excited to get started. I'm excited for you too, Tori. I'm excited. We're gonna be getting on live, y'all. I told y'all we're gonna have a collective live together. Okay. They have this men's and marketing module just for the guys, so y'all don't feel left out, because a lot of men be like, oh, is this strictly for women? No, but Richard did create this module to kind of like really navigate and help you. You know what I'm saying? Break it down. What the dudes be saying? Okay. And just really how to tell your story, I guess, as a guy, and not, I guess, come off like super sentimental. That's how I look at it. I ain't been through the module, I ain't gonna lie, but that's how I like kind of like preconceived it a little bit. They have this all things Instagram. This is another great thing about DWA. If you want to just learn how to grow on Instagram, that way you can get some more brand awareness. People will want, different brands will want to reach out to you, get on PR lists. This alone is so many really good information. It's updated as the algorithm changes. How to master IG Reels examples, branding yourself. Like, just if you want that aesthetic type of thing when it comes, look, I'm not an aesthetically pleasing person, but hey, if that's what you want to do, girl, do what you got to do. They break all that down in here for you. How to utilize ChatGPT when it comes to your content to help your Instagram Reels go viral. All things Instagram. That module is really, really good. So that's in there. They have this viral reel system, understanding how to create a viral reel, and it literally starts with the idea and kind of building from there. Honestly, the video part of the reel is the last piece, and that's one thing that I did not know until I got inside of DWA. That was the easy part for me, spending the money. No facts. Let me see. Y'all, let's okay. Thank y'all for three. Look, I can't even talk. Thank y'all for 3.5. Let's get it to 5K, y'all. Let's tap the screen. I've learned a lot for sure. See, okay. Look, I can't wait for Tori. Look, Tori, I said, look, you prime example. Look how long you've been watching me, Tori. And you look, y'all, and this is what I be meaning. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be a game changer for you, Tori, even when it comes to your business. And that's the thing, y'all, with DWA. I just personally took the easy route of reselling this program, but I know so many people that took the skills. And again, I launched my own community mentorship from this program. So again, don't get in your head of thinking like, oh, I gotta resell it. I mean, yes, that's an amazing option. And again, I'm just a lazy girl. That's just what I wanted to do. But I've seen people take off in their businesses, storefront businesses, where they don't have, they're not even focused on reselling this. This is just kind of like a backup plan and another stream of income that you can have. You can put it on autopilot at a point. They have content creation in here, just showing you how to put together eye-catching content that's going to resonate with people. If you don't know anything about editing, they have CapCut editing in here, photography, videography. On this back page, this is what I like to call kind of like the gold mine, the money page, or whatever like that, because this is where you can learn different side hustles when it comes to your business. So you can learn Canva. I was talking about this yesterday, how you can go into this Canva module here. And baby, if you decide, hey, I don't want to sell DWA, baby, take this information in here and create you an ebook, create you a YouTube video, and utilize the skills that you learned because you learned them. Nobody can take that away from you. And you turn around and monetize it. Y'all, that's the whole point of digital marketing, is taking it and solving somebody's problems with some shit that you know. That's all it is. Taking the knowledge that you have and monetizing it. People want your knowledge and people are willing to pay for it. So the sooner you get comfortable with that, the faster you will start making money. They have how to put your business on like auto, essentially, like, DMs and stuff like that. They do talk about ManyChat, but StanStore is a great option. That's why I kind of like it, because it's kind of all in one. How to maintain loyal customers. This is really good training here. Because again, when people buy something from me, baby, I want you to keep coming back. I don't want it to be a one and done. I want you to keep coming. So they talk about that in there. You'll learn that in there. I just have to take the time to go through the parts I need. I've decided to resell it. Okay, Tori, I got your back, sis. Whatever you need, or whatever. And like I said, we're going to have our call soon. Where we're going to have our DWA call. How to legally protect your business. This is important, really talking about like FTC guidelines and stuff like that, making sure you're being truthful and honest, because y'all, that shit, that's why I be telling people, don't be getting on your line, because that shit will bite you in the ass. Okay. Everything TikTok. If you want to learn TikTok shop and just really, again, create eye-catching, engaging type of videos that's going to get noticed by brands, that's going to get you a lot of followers, so you can be a part of the creator community and stuff like that, so you can start monetizing your TikTok. They have all of that information in here. So much good information. And like I said, I like to call this back page the gold mine page, because they literally show you how to monetize different platforms. Affiliate marketing as a whole, although this is considered affiliate marketing, there's so many different ways. Canva has an affiliate market. Like, y'all, your favorite products, your favorite services that you're using, always, one thing I'm gonna do is look into it and see, baby, if they got an affiliate marketing program, because it's easy money. By somebody clicking on the link, we recommend shit to people all the time, but we don't get paid for it. That is a form of affiliate marketing. And again, you need to start utilizing this type of stuff, because, like, for example, when I have people, I make like a extra like $700-800 a month from StanStore. Now, granted, a lot of people be canceling that shit, but still, it's passive just from people signing up with my link. This is the type of money that you can make passively. That's what affiliate marketing is. So again, it's so important to really expose yourself to these type of things, because maybe you leaving money on the table. They have UGC in here. Again, this is what I was saying that I was doing kind of prior. You don't have to have a following. You don't have to have really any followers at all. You can create content for brands and sell it to the brands for, like, a certain amount of time, right? Usage. They break all of that down in here. This in itself, great information, so detailed, shows you how to get gifted collabs, what to say to brands when they reach out to you and they don't want to pay you no money and stuff like that, how to respond back, how to write an email. And again, position yourself to get paid. All of this information is in how to film the content, different styles of filming content from ASR to, B-roll, all that type of stuff. How to understand a brief and, give brands what exactly that they're looking for. All this shit in here, y'all. Everything in here. And like I said, all this stuff in this module alone is worth the price of DWA. Like it's insane. They talk about drop shipping, high ticket sale, like this high ticket sales masterclass, and he literally gives you like word for word scripts that you can use that's going to convert and help you start getting sales, y'all. The information is here. It's plug and play. I always like to say, like, for me, I think DWA is an open book test into making 10K months, making 20K months, because they literally are giving me all the information that I need. I just got to be willing to take the time, maybe not go out or, be out all weekend long or whatever, but take the time and really pour into myself and invest in myself to learn these skills, to actually let it click. That's where you got to take them notes and go back and watch it more than once. But it's giving you everything that you need to start making money passively. But again, I can lead you to water, but I can't make you motherfucking drink. Okay. Lastly, I just kind of want to show y'all the last couple of things down here. They have ChatGPT for business, dropshipping. Again, another great high converting type of side hustle that you can learn if you into working out, stuff like that. Maybe they got this little health and wellness module. This is more so because, again, I honestly truly believe when you start making money consistently, and you think different, you want to eat different, you want to move different, having a routine and everything, this all plays into that. And I love that they actually included that. So maybe if you want to get a little workout, you ain't got no excuse. They got leg day, upper body day, full body day, core and cardio, all of that is in here ready to go. If that's something that you don't, if you don't want to go through the shit, you ain't got to go through the shit. And that's why I be like, DWA is literally take what you need, leave what you don't. You want to learn how to get monetized on YouTube, monetize on Amazon, print on demand, network marketing, how you can monetize that, blend into businesses. If you are someone, I meet a lot of people, they're like, oh girl, I'm into health, but I'm also into fitness. Learning how to blend two businesses together. They talk about that in here. The art of influence. If you want to become an influencer, girl, do it. Okay, man. If you want to become an influencer, do your thing. They talk about that in here. Selling on Facebook, y'all. People be sleeping on Facebook, baby. Facebook is where it's at. Okay, like Facebook. Look, let me tell you something. Y'all better turn on y'all stories because I'm trying to tell you, make a little coin, make a little passive income. They have sales mastery, all these things that you need. One of my favorites, the recorded training calls. They do be going here and updating this, but just really, again, good information. I love watching this how to hit 5 to 10K masterclass because Richard does really drop some good gems in here. And with showing you y'all, but I'm telling y'all, I can lead you to water, but I can't make it motherfucking drink. Okay. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much, I kind of went through that quickly today. I'm proud of me. That's pretty much everything. There's so much more inside of DWA. And just, again, the fact that you're in a community of like-minded individuals, of people that are literally on the same journey as you, that to me, that it helps to know that, hey, I'm not the only one out here, thinking that I'm struggling or whatever like that. And sometimes if you just ask a question, there's people out here that are willing to help you. I myself, when people buy DWA from me, I don't play about you. Like, now granted, I'm not about to do the work for you, but I'm going to help you. And again, the information is here, y'all. I cannot say that enough. It literally is a open book test to making passive income for yourself. And again, I will never tell you, oh, you quit your job or whatever like that. Or, well, baby, I'm working right now. Kind of, sort of. I'm trying to decide which platform I'm going to focus on. Just definitely in the beginning, sis, it's definitely, I always tell people your first 30 days is strictly going to be gathering data and seeing what works. So if you can, if it's not going to be too hard on for you, definitely cross promote on all 3 of your platforms. And then whichever one you seem to kind of really get more traction from it. Because again, we all kind of fall in love with that one girl. Annie and Shawan. Baby working. Y'all see that teams? Look, I need to make myself green, but I made myself yellow. So when I'm on the company computer and all. The fuck? But no, I always tell people just to see kind of which one, like my kind of like main platform, I'm not gonna lie, is YouTube. But I'm definitely gonna cross promote because I get sales through TikTok, I get sales through Instagram, especially like stories. And I use all the platforms differently. Like Tori, you may love going live on YouTube, and that's where a lot of your people come from, and you get a lot of sales from it, but that Instagram story part be hidden too. So that's why I'm be like, girl, I like to do all if I can, Or again, if I hop on live, baby, I'm gonna pop up all my devices, company computer, the phone, my other laptop, baby. I'm gonna be on all of them. Because the message ain't changing. I'm here. I'm just the messenger. Okay. I'm just trying to put you all to this really amazing information of value of shit, y'all, that y'all can really learn. And I'm just like, again, when you have worked with somebody and you have coached people that are 16, a child, and you have helped people that are 67, that's older, and seeing them they actually see success with it. I'm like, bro, this, like, anybody can do. Can't nobody tell me that can't nobody do this. I don't care what nobody say. I said, at this point, I feel like I can help an 80-year-old if I had to. Like, seriously, because it is, if you can copy and paste, if you can read, really not even that, because we got ChatGPT, baby. There's no excuse not to be making no money. Point blank period. Okay. I tried looking at that one, and there was a link, but it said Zoom recording is no longer available. Which one, Tori? The one on the back end? Because this is the one I'll be watching every day. Did you go into the digital product crash course? They be updating them. Like, this is the one I was saying. Like, y'all, when y'all get DWA, this is a really, really good. I just feel like this video, he really did a good job helping and really just breaking this down. And a lot of times Richard would tell you too, like, hey, go through this one, because he snapped on that one. But again, all the information here is amazing. But I want to be completely honest, trying to take in so much of this info at one time, it can be a lot. And that's where I think a lot of people, I'm like, girl, you didn't have DWA for 6 months. What's going on? Like, take it. If it's just, I'm telling y'all, realistically, if you got an hour a day, especially in the beginning, commit an hour. But even if it's just 30 minutes of you taking, like, this video here is 22 minutes long, watch that. And I'm telling you, I don't know about you, but this is where I feel like, and I noticed the difference with so many different people. When I get inside of DWA, like, say I could be slacking, I didn't kind of fell off, I ain't being consistent, posting like how I need to. But one thing about it, I'm gonna get my ass on live. It hypes me back up. And that's one thing that I love about this program. And that's how I know that it works, is because when I'm feeling down, or I'm feeling like, oh man, like maybe I just, which I feel like I never feel like that, but still, in the beginning, when I would have those moments, or I thought, well, maybe this is a fluke, maybe I am just lucking up and this can't, maybe everybody can't be successful. I'm like, no, because if you really are going through the training, and that's why I say, when people tell me all the time, girl, I just feel lost, I just don't know what to do, they just say, I'm like, there's no way that you're going through this program, because you feel like you're left feeling like, oh shit, I gotta do this, or let me try this, or let me do. It's too much information, too much good information in here for you not to be successful, or trying to even pivot your journey and take the skills that you learning and doing something else. But there's something that you're going to take away from this that you can be able to monetize. Point blank, if you're actually going. And again, the biggest thing that I see why people are not successful, people ask me this all the time. Why do you think some people are successful and some people are not? Because again, some people don't take the time to go through the shit. You know how people be trying to study when you was in school for a test, like 5 minutes before the test, and then get mad when they fail. Well, baby, what the hell did you expect? It's the same thing. Sorry. Oh no, I need to watch that. Yeah, but this one is a really, really good one to go through. Shawan, and then again, like on this backside here, let me go in here, y'all. I'm gonna get off here because I gotta get on this call. But I know Karma like, bitch, you on live? What the hell? I'm coming, sis. I sent you the link. Back on this back page, the recording training calls, they always try to go back through like the ones that really kind of hit, and they'll go back and kind of watch let me see. Oh no, he might have got rid of it. Well, he probably about to switch some of them out because some of these go back to February. But usually they always have like these, how to scale to 50K. Maybe they update them. They might be updating them, y'all. But just, I mean, I'm telling y'all, really, really good information. And again, how long is this video? I think this video is like, this one's like an hour, I think.
Okay, guys, let's get this thing kicked off here.
Richard be getting on my motherfucking nerves, but he really is. It really do be some good information, y'all. I ain't even gonna hate on Big Dog like that. He just, the fact that he ain't everybody program, it just be pissing me off sometimes. But really, really good information. Yeah, it's how to hit first. Oh yeah. Well, no, I thought it was February. Yeah, they probably updated it, which again, it seems like every, I would say like quarter lately, they be updating the videos in here. But again, when you can, if you're not going through the training every single day, definitely just try to get back in here and watch a video. Like I said, some days I don't get to go through, as many modules as I would like to, because I do try to stay up on my stuff. But for the most part, I would try to go back and watch a master class or something, really just to kind of, because again, it keeps me motivated, it keeps me wanting to show up. And it's something about going through these testimonies and just going through the information that's going to keep you motivated. Like I said, some people I'm just like, y'all ain't even logging in. Maybe I can see your name. It say you ain't been active for like 26 days. I know you ain't been in here. Don't sit up here and lie. Why is it not happening for me? I'm not making any money. Girl, you ain't been in here. So again, y'all, I'm gonna keep it short today. Because again, like I said, I gotta get on these calls. But again, great opportunity, great way to literally start earning passive income today, no matter your experience. If you have no experience, honestly, this is why DWA was put together, because it literally is a one-stop shop. There is a reason why it's the number one marketing course inside of the school platform, the fastest growing course inside of the school platform, and the numbers don't motherfucking lie. Okay. Again, I have been a student of this for a little over a year now. And when I say still to this day, I'm learning. I'm grateful that, Rachel, the creator, it is continuing to upgrade and add things to this without having an upsell charge or some extra shit. I appreciate that, because one thing about it, baby, I'm not about to keep paying no money for nothing. Okay. But again, if you want a little bit more information, you definitely could click the link in my bio or shoot me a message. I'll be happy to help you get started on your journey. But I'm telling y'all, there's no excuse. You got a phone, you got Wi-Fi. Don't be broke. Don't be broke for the rest of 2025. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We want to be on vacation. We want to be living our best lives. We want to be doing, what's this say? What I got to do here? What that do? Any points y'all, I don't know what this means. What does this mean? Sorry, y'all. It said 2-hour bonus time unlock, start or now. And look, I'll get back on live another time. But yeah, y'all, if y'all have any questions, like I said, shoot me a message. I'll be happy to help you. But girl, stop thinking everything is a scam, everything too good to be true, because it's not. I used to be one of them type of people, and I wasted a lot of time, a lot of motherfucking years, and missed out on a lot of money. If I would have just got out of my mind a lot sooner, but I feel like God doesn't make any mistakes. My timing was everything. I'm gonna turn this camera around. Y'all, thank y'all for getting me the 7.6. Do people be saying 7.6 or just be like, oh, thank y'all for giving me the 7K likes? Y'all, I'm tapping the screen too. But yeah, Shawan, get in there and watch the training, sis. Don't be scamming through. Do not be scamming through. Just get in there, y'all. And really, I'm serious. If you're serious about wanting to make this type of money, you got to change your habits. You got to change your ways. You got to change the way you think. You got to change how you get up in the morning. It really all matters. It really, really does. When I stopped doing that and I stopped operating out of, last minute, because one thing I do, I live for a good rushing moment. I live for just sipping tea and waiting for me to rush. But no, once I changed my ways and started thinking differently, like it really did make a huge difference in my life, and it was a domino effect in a positive. So again, I can't say that enough. Y'all don't take shit else from me. Baby, fix your mindset, okay? Even if you decide you don't want to do digital marketing or whatever, but look into ways with AI, with this technology that we have. Baby, what? Why you not making no money? Okay? But all right, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here because I gotta get on this little call. But thank y'all so much for tuning in with me, chopping in with me. If I can, I definitely will try to look. I just got on my workout class, looking a little dusty. But if I can definitely get back on later, I will. But again, if y'all have questions, I'm gonna do a Q&A on Friday. This Friday. Y'all, I got a braid. It's giving ghetto. What's going on here? Let me put this right. Let me put this back. But all right, y'all. I will see y'all later. My mama's that's in NPM. I will see y'all later on tonight. Pray for me, because I ain't gonna have time to take a nap with all the damn calls I got. But all right, y'all. I will see y'all later. I wish I knew what this TikTok bonus thing meant, but I don't know. But let me get on this call with her. All right, y'all. It's me trying to log in, baby, on the company computer. Because what? One thing. For what? With baby in the background. Okay. Bye, y'all. Have a good day. Y'all can go back to sleep, okay? Y'all better be lucky I can get on at 4. Bye, y'all. I'll be forgetting I'm still on YouTube. Bye, Sabrina. I'll see you later on tonight. Hopefully. But I may try to get on if I have enough time before later on tonight. But okay, y'all. I will see y'all on the next one. Everything will be linked in the replay of this live. See you.